What's up, royalties? I straight killed it on some Bronze Solo shit straight from the throne. But I've been playing a lot of Mass Effect 3 lately, and they unlocked the DLC, the Retaliation DLC. You can now go against the collectors. They unlock new people, new weapons, stuff like that, and also new challenges. One of the challenges is to beat every difficulty solo 10 times. I haven't really started on it yet, but this is my first time ever beating bronze by myself, and it was a bronze. I'm gonna start with bronze, of course, then I'm gonna make my way up to silver, and hopefully I can get through gold and platinum, but I don't know about all that. Speaking of gold and platinum, I've been playing a lot of gold lately, and you gotta have a decent team to play gold and platinum. And I finally found a pretty decent team. One person that I play with is Ice Stern, and that's my boyfriend. He not really a team player, but he does get the objectives done, and he gets the job done, and we can count on him. But like, let's say all of us died by like a banshee or a brute or something, and he the only one alive, we can count on him to finish the mission, finish the wave by himself. And we need people like that. But anyways, for this video, I decided I wanted to hold down this area because they can only come from 3 directions when you're in this little area, and they won't spawn behind you, so that's a good thing. I put everything on unknown. I was fortunate to get this map, and I was fortunate to get the Reapers, because the Reapers are the easiest to go through, because majority of them don't shoot back. The only people that shoot back are cannibals and marauders. The rest of them, they don't shoot back. They when they do hit you, they take a lot of health and stuff from you, but just don't let them hit you, and that's the goal. I went down a couple times. I went down at wave 7 was my first time going down, and then I think at wave 8 or 9 I went down again, but I didn't go down no more after that. And I used my health regenerations. I used all of them within one wave, and I think that was like wave 5 or 6. But like I said, I still managed to make it through with the objectives and everything. I had a hack process for one objective. The next objective was it was an escort, and I can't remember what the third objective was, but we'll see. But back to what I was saying about having a good team. Another person that I like playing with when I play gold and platinum is number 3. And the reason why is because he's a true team player. And he's willing to sacrifice being at the bottom of the leaderboard. He doesn't care about people stealing kills, because at the end of the day, everything is all shared, split up anyway. So he will risk being like, he will be a Volus just to keep us alive in the mission, sacrificing points that he could get and himself just to help the team. And we need people like that to play gold and platinum with. What I don't like is people who don't revive and just be kill whoring. They not doing objectives with us. They're not reviving us. They're not helping. I don't like playing with people like that, and that's how you die. You die because, you need that teamwork. This game is all about teamwork. And even though I said Ice Stern, he's not a team player, and he's not a team player in the sense of the way 3 is. Like, he will sacrifice and be an infiltrator, which is a good thing, but the way he play is okay and it's good, and I would rather him play the way he play. Just get the job done, and we need somebody like that. He'll risk being an infiltrator though to do the objectives, and don't nobody else want to be an infiltrator, but we still need people like that on the team. And I've yet to find a 4th person that's good enough for us to be gold and platinum. Sometimes we just play with a random or a random friend, and we still get it done. So that's a good thing. I'm about to do a little sniping right here. I didn't really do too much sniping. I might post a solo with just sniping, see how that goes. Maybe in in silver or something, I don't know. But anyway, that's how I play. I mean, me personally, the way I play, I feel like I'm the median in between a person who gets the job done and a person who plays as a team. I probably need to work on reviving people, because sometimes people be down and I don't even realize it, and I'm like, oops. And they was standing right next to me. But I got better with that. Things got a little heated at wave 7, I think. But the guns that I'm using is a Cerberus Harrier and the Piranha. No, not the Piranha, the Mantis. I rarely take out the Mantis, but I was wrecking shit with them grenades and the Cerberus Harrier. The way that I have Demolisher spec'd out, I can't really remember, but I think I want to do a power reset on him, or maybe promote it, because I think when I unlocked the N7 Demolisher, I was pretty ignorant to how things work with him, so I just spec'd him up, any kind of way. But now I understand how he is, and I think I want to spec him up differently. I think I want to make the homing grenades split into 2, and I'm going to fully upgrade the arc grenades. I think I left 1 bar open as far as the arc grenades. So we'll see. I'll do a little specking and experimenting and all of that. But here's a little bit of news that I figured out. They're coming out with a Mass Effect 4. It's not going to have Commander Shepard in it. I don't know if it's going to be the continuation after Mass Effect 3, like your decisions that you made in Mass Effect 3 as far as the races. Maybe they'll just make it 5,000 or maybe 20,000 years later, and maybe if you cured the genophage, maybe the Krogan will expand too rapidly, and then you end up having to find another way to sterilize them because they too reckless again. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. People don't like the fact that Commander Shepard won't be in it, but the way I see it is the trilogy is over. So I mean, oh well. Who knows? It might be maybe the descendant of Shepard, and if not that, it's gonna be somebody has to clean up the mess Shepard left behind from his reign of glory. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna most definitely get it, because no matter what, I'm a Mass Effect fan, so I don't even really care about all that stuff people complain about. Like, people was complaining about the ending. I'm not complaining about the ending, because I'm okay with the ending. Yeah, they left a lot of stuff out. They had our hopes high, but in the end, I kind of understand where they was coming from as far as the ending is concerned. So that's all that really matters as far as that. Another thing I heard that they did was they nerfed the N7 Demolisher and they nerfed the N7 Destroyer, because they said that people wouldn't stop using them. They want people to use other characters, and I think that's another reason why they did the challenges, so people could start using other stuff and not just the same stuff over and over and over again, which is a good thing. I'm gonna just let myself complete the challenges as I play. There's only a few challenges that I want to actually go for, and that's the Biotic God title and the Sniper Rifle title, and the other title, I forget the name of it, but you can you have to get a certain amount of headshots, a certain amount of melees, a certain amount of grabs. I can't remember, but I think I'm gonna go for that one too. Other than that, the other titles I get, I'm gonna just let myself get them as I play. I'm not gonna actually go for them. My Biotic God is at 68% so far, so I still got a little ways to go, but I'm gonna get it done. And when I do, I'm thinking about making a Biotic God montage. I don't know though. I'm really into editing and stuff, so we'll see. I might make a sniping montage of this game too as I get the sniper title. But I think I mentioned the Volus earlier. Speaking of Voluses, the Voluses that they added as far as the Retaliation DLC, they are pretty good. Like, I never personally played with them, but like I said, number 3, the person that I play with normally, he will use a Volus to help the team. And Voluses have the shield booster. He's more of a supportive player of Volus. He's not really like a soldier or aggressive player. He's supportive, strictly supportive, and you have to be willing to sacrifice to play him. You can spec him for damage and stuff for your own benefit, but it's best to use the Volus as a team. Like, spec him to help the team. That's the best way to do it, in my opinion. Because one day I was playing with 3. We was playing a couple games, and he was using a Volus, and for the first time I actually played with someone who used the Volus that knew what they was doing with the Volus, because my original impression of the Volus was, why use one? Like, they're weak. So I just, underestimated them. And through the whole game, he was just like, he kept us alive. I don't think any of us went down one time, because he stayed by us, we stayed by him, and he just kept spamming that shield booster and spamming it. And when he helps us, and when he shield when he shield boosts the team, his shields are stronger. So it's not like he not benefiting from it, So that's another good thing. So we doing objectives. Things were getting pretty hectic. It was a upload. Oh yeah, and another thing, they added an aim assist, and I guess homing grenades always been whoever your target is on, that's where the grenade is gonna go. But I don't remember it doing that. Like, I don't remember. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I thought it would go to the relevant person, but I just said spit out a homing grenade, and when it went to to one of those bugs the Ravengers let out, I can't remember what they was, the name of them. That was my first missile launcher. I think I used all 3 missile launchers. I used my last missile launcher in wave 11. I used it on a Banshee because I really didn't feel like dealing with her. She was a little too close anyway, so let me just get that out of the way real quick. The Banshee is about the only thing, even though she just shoot out that ball, you can dodge the ball. You just gotta do it the right way. She spit out a ball that just takes away your health and eats at your shields and health and everything. And it's cool, but just try to avoid it. And since she don't shoot or nothing, and that's all she shoot out, it kind of make her easy. It just make her, since she got so much barrier and shields, it's hard to, she just take a long time to die. And that's the reason why I used the missile launcher, because I didn't feel like going through 3 Cerberus Harrier clips and 2 homing grenades and a couple arc grenades just to kill her. I wanted to get that out the way. But anyways, back to what I was saying about the Volus. The Volus is really, really helpful. And in every team you need a Volus and an Infiltrator. I don't really care what it is. If you playing gold or platinum, make sure it's a Volus in it, and make sure it's an Infiltrator in it, and maybe an N7 Destroyer, and the 4th person could be anything, maybe an 8-up or something. Me, I would probably play as N7 Fury, because that's my 2nd favorite character. Speaking of characters, I still got a lot of them to unlock. I finally unlocked the Geth though, because as we know, the Geth is my favorite species in the Mass Effect universe. And I have my reasons. They just seem like they're the most interesting. I'm not a fan of the Quarians though. I killed them off in my playthrough. That was pretty dumb, but since I messed up in Mass Effect 2, I let Tali get exiled and all of that. I couldn't make peace. I needed both of those fleets. So, but since I had to choose, of course I'm gonna choose the Geth over the Quarian. So that's just a given. But anyways, let's talk about my most interesting Mass Effect moments about Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. I guess I'll start with Mass Effect 1. My most heated moment where I was just like at the edge of my seat had to be, one of the times was when you finally get to see Sovereign for the first time. I'm like, man, I'm at the end, I'm listening real close to everything he's saying, and I'm just into it, and I'm like, man, he being so vague, he not giving no information. I'm getting pissed. I'm like, damn, that's how you feel? You gonna crack on the organic race like that? So yeah, that was one of my best Mass Effect moments. I was at the edge of my seat. Another one was the romance scene at the end. You put a lot of work into getting to know your characters and stuff, and forming relationships. Then you form a relationship with somebody, then at the end it all comes together, I should say. That's another part that I enjoyed. Another part was fucking killing Saren, making him shoot himself. That was the best thing ever. It's like, die, kill yourself. But that's another moment. That was one of my best moments. Another moment was actually seeing Saren again after that one time. I think I can't remember what planet it was. It was close to the final mission though. It was when you had to group up with the Solarian troops and you had to separate one of your squad mates. That he come jumping down off of the spaceship, and he talking to you about indoctrination and all of that, and how he's indoctrinated, and you get to see how far gone he is. So it was pretty cool. In Mass Effect 2 though, I was more on the edge of my seat in Mass Effect 2 than I was in 1. I was really into Mass Effect 2. At first I was skeptical, like, man, where my people at? But eventually I was just like, oh, this is pretty good. One was meeting up with your romance from the first one. That was a pretty interesting scene. The next scene was the suicide mission. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna even skip to that. One interesting moment was after talking to Legion. I heard the Geth side of the story as far as the Quarian and Geth beef. And that was the point that made me start liking the Geth more than the Quarians. Because I'm like, okay, well, there's a side to each story. I'm like, I'm glad I finally got to hear the Geth side. So I'm like, they acted in self-defense. I mean, what can I say? Well, that's when I started disliking the Quarians, especially after the whole Tali loyalty mission. I really started hating the Quarians. Like, man, these Quarians are fucked up. But yep, that was a good moment. Just talking to Legion, getting to know him, hearing the Geth side of the story. Another interesting moment was the Reaper IFF, how they came on your ship and G'd all your people and they just said, fuck you. That part was interesting. And just the way you can interact with your characters and stuff, your teammates and stuff, was interesting. That whole game overall was a good experience for me, and that was the peak in Mass Effect. That was when I was like, man, I'm really into Mass Effect now. I want to get Mass Effect 3. Can't wait till it come out. Can't wait to see what happens. I was so excited. I'm like, yes. But let me see. Two of my favorite missions in Mass Effect 2 was Legion's loyalty mission, Kasumi Grotto's loyalty mission, and Samara's loyalty mission. Those are my favorite loyalty missions. And if you bring Legion onto Tali's loyalty mission, you will get some pretty interesting dialogue out of that. So after the Reaper IFF, you get a 2 mission leeway before your characters start, your squad mates that they took started dying off. So I saved Tali's and Legion's loyalty missions for the end just so I could see that dialogue. And I took Tali on to Legion's loyalty mission. But anyways, this is wrapping up actually. What I did was at the extraction, I stayed back there so I could lead all the enemies away from the extraction, keep them over there. And once it got closer to the end of the extraction, like time, I just ran over there real quick and stayed in there for a good 20 seconds and fought them all off as they came. And that's the best way to go. At first, I used to just run straight to the extraction and just fight off the enemies away from the extraction. And I realized that's not the way to go. Leave them away from the extraction first, then extract. Hurry up and run now when it's like 30 seconds left. But yeah, Mass Effect 3, my favorite moments was the intense moments was those dreams that she was having, or Shepard was having in between missions. And just I like that whole game as a whole. Fixing things, getting people to work together, learning more about the races and stuff. And then the peak was the end when you finally see Harbinger again. Then you run and you get hit with the beam. That part was just interesting. The elusive man, seeing what he turned into. That was pretty good. That was pretty interesting. And that's about it. And that's me completing my first bronze. And I'm going to try to go for silver, and I'm going to try to go for gold, and I'm going to post them up on my channel. Gold is going to be a little rough. I don't know what character I'm going to use, but maybe N7 Destroyer. Some OP character. I don't know. Maybe a Geth. I don't know. We'll see. But until then, thanks for watching. Stay in tuned.
I'm definitely in my zone.